Nogi Worlds. The match was decided early. Grip fights, small exchanges, tiny mistakes. Stuff most people don't even notice. At this level, every decision stacks. When the pressure's on, precision is everything. So I'm breaking down what I did right, what I missed, and what really changed the outcome. Shout out Flow Grappling. Shout out Chase. Please don't take this video down. So we get in and I pull guard. I keep my elbows in tight and I try to keep a good distance. Now right here he goes hand on hip. This is a good way to circle and start passing, and my job of course is to create space. Anyway, we continue. I spin back into him, which is exactly what you're supposed to do, and we continue the match. Now right here I circle my right foot over and I spin underneath him to try to take the back. The key here is you gotta circle your right foot, spin underneath, you rotate to your left. Now here I created too much distance, which was my downfall, which is why it didn't work. And he does a good job trying to knee cut. From here I underhook his leg. Now my left foot circles over, as you can see. We continue here. My job should be to elevate him or wrestle up. So from here my left foot could kick him out and I can start pushing him up so I can wrestle him. That should be the job. Obviously I don't do that and I give up on it. What a rookie mistake. But I'm a professional, so I keep going. So we're in. I actually try to do the same move, the K-guard variation, but I do it on the other side now. As you can see, that left foot goes over. And I start to thread it through. This far side thread is very important because it hooks and controls his leg. He can't move, and I'm going to do a spin. But opponent sees it coming and he's fast, so he starts circling inward. And here I make myself super vulnerable. And of course there's a train outside. Anyway, we're going to ignore the train and focus on high level jiu-jitsu. So back to my point. Right here is a great way to take the back if he fights my feet. He's just got to keep pummeling and he can put me in a really bad spot here. So my goal should be to turn to my right. But instead I force him out of bounds so I don't get scored on. I actually end up sweeping him here, just a simple get up sweep. 50-50 is a really complex position, and he starts to thread and I start to run away and just give up the 2 points because 2 points is better than a back take. And now we're equal. It's 2-2. Now right here I leave myself vulnerable, keeping my back flat to the mat, which makes myself exposed to being passed. Right there he actually tries to jump over and that wasn't a good time. That was a little bit greedy, but right here, he can knee cut past me, and my job should be to turn into him. So we're in. I start to stand up, and I score again. And I try to wrestle him up out of bounds and push him into the scoreboard, not deliberately though. Obviously, he tries the flying submission, so I wrestle back up. Now from here, important detail. Always try to fight that foot and circle your left leg in so that you're not going to get caught with a foot lock, especially if you're already winning. And then there's the free points, and I keep a heavy base, glance at the clock, and stuff his left leg in so he can't pass. Actually, that was his right leg, misinformation. And we continue on to the next one. This is the semifinals match. This was a really close one, so keep watching, because it's really important. So here we both do double guard pulls, we get a couple of penalties, and we have to keep fighting. I try my best to pass the guard. So we're in, and boom, I try to circle to the outside, always pass at an angle as you can see. So I control his bottom foot and his hip, always 2 points of contact at bare minimum. So now we're here, and I'm staying in a kneeled position. This kneeled position allows me to keep good control of him. Now we just go out of bounds, so we have to reset. I score my advantage because we both double guard pulled, and I was the one who took the risk to come up in the chicken fight. He pummels his left leg, and now I have to be very careful not to pass or enter into any traps, so creating space isn't a horrible idea. But creating attacks of your own is necessary. Now from here I try to do the back take, but I get way too far. I was staying way too far. I gotta get up there, closer. Because that's gonna be really hard to hit, as you can see. Now I see we're up on time. I see him winning. But I'm only winning off a couple of advantages. I crossface him to avoid him spinning underneath me temporarily, and now we're fighting for wrists. Wrist control in Nogi is highly crucial. So now I feel him spin underneath me again. I clear and I try to pass the other side and fail. Anyway, we continue, we get in a scramble, and he tries to out-wrestle me. As the high-level wrestler I am, I take offense to that and we continue. We get another double guard pull, I get my next advantage, and I control the bottom foot. This is a great passing opportunity if I can lower my level right away, but I don't. Now from here, if you can see, I'm in the kneeling position again, keeping myself defensive, but also compact. Now from here, I stay in super tight, I fight the wrist, and right here I lean too far forward. This makes him easily able to wrestle up on me. My leverage was too bad. Now I create distance. Creating distance is important so he doesn't pass my guard. I do exactly what I should do in entering in close guard. Now from here I try to go and I try to grab my own shin. This is known as rubber guard. You simply pull it and then I try to pull the head down, throw the right leg over. But obviously it's a lot easier said than done, because you're going to see why I messed up. And I'm going to teach you why. So 34 seconds left. I'm down by 2. I try to omoplata. It clearly doesn't work. But good, I created enough space, because now we're in. Now from here he's got to pass and I got to move. I got to spin. So I pummel my left leg in. Now if you can see, this is going to make a great opportunity, because as soon as I pull him down, I expect him to turn into me so that I can come up. And I can out wrestle him here. Especially I got to go for broke. So we stand up, I single leg him. He tries to shuck me down, so I pull it up, I lift the left leg. Now from here, all I do is you gotta hug and just jump on the back. And with a few seconds left, it seems like I scored just in time. Last second victory. I'll take it. On to the next. Finals time. As soon as we're in, we shake hands and we get a double guard pull. None of us feel the need to come up. I see his foot is wrapped, so I try to attack an ankle lock. But right here I try to take the back, the same berimbolo I did earlier, but same thing. I'm too far away, too much space. We scoot into the mat. Now from here we restart and I do the same exact thing. We get another penalty and we fight again. Now from here, the best objective would be to obviously circle and create an angle. Right here, if you can tell, there needs to be no hesitation. So we're in and he goes De La Hiva. He does a good job here because he pushes on my stomach. From here, this creates his own angle so that he can set me up in a closed guard. I'll show it again. My job should have been to get away. His job should be to pull me in, and he beat me to it. So now this is a good position for him. And with this body lock he has, it's almost impossible to get out of. It doesn't matter if you're stronger or any of that, because this is really tight. He switches to a high guard and he underhooks my leg. And now he's going to throw his left leg over my head. I already see it coming. And he goes belly down. Oh well. Alright guys, time for absolute. Shout out Joao. I put his link in the description for his Instagram, so follow him. He's really good, high-level competitor, and we had a good match. You know, everybody has different times of the day. Back to the match. So I try to pull him in, as you can see. And yeah, he tries to push. Like I said, his mistake was he should have been getting up to his feet right away. But shout out Joao, and hope we meet again sometime soon, bro. So we're here, and I get an overhook, so I separate his arm. Now from here I hit the omoplata with that arm separation, I stand up. From here, he rolls out, which is really good. That was a good move, so I slide my bottom foot in and my top foot to get the back. I already see it coming. His mistake is he should be standing right now. He should be peeling the foot and standing, at least with the right leg up. From here I start trying to attack the RNC. He does a really good job defending. But with a few seconds left, I get the submission. That'll be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, subscribe. It helps the video do a lot better. Shout out Joao. And I'll see you in the next video. Us.